Hello, 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 and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of D&D. My name is John, and I am joined by Eloise, who is muted.
Shit! Hello. I said such a lovely hello as well, like perfect radio presenter quality hello. And I was muted.
Now your intro is just shit.
Shit. It's not the first time that's happened in as many weeks, to be honest, because I was on Godfather's stream the other night, and the first thing I said the moment I entered his chat was "fuck you," because because they were like, "When's Eloise turning up? I guess she's not coming." And then I literally immediately entered, and I didn't realize he was live. I just say "fuck you" right down the mic.
We are joined by Tanny.
Greetings.
We are joined by Sean.
Hello.
And we are joined by Sean.
Hello?
Hello.
Ah, there we go.
Hi.
My microphone decided not to.
Your microphone decided to not.
Yeah, same.
It's like, no, not today. No.
Definitely wasn't because I'd purposefully muted. No, my mic just wasn't working.
I'll do.
And now we will continue our tale of spell jamming. The Xaryxian Empire attacked your home world, forcing you to take refuge on the Rock of Brawl. There you met a sympathetic Gif named Commodore Krux. Aboard his ship, the Second Wind, you headed to a wizard's tower on the outskirts of Wild Space, where Krux hopes to acquire a map of Doomspace. En route to the tower, the Second Wind was attacked by Asteroid, an evil ally of the Xaryxian Empire, but through your ingenuity and fighting prowess, you fought him off and managed to continue the journey aboard the Second Wind, albeit for 6 hours under the power of a Kindori space whale. And now you find yourselves a little ways away from an asteroid, a flat-topped asteroid with a jaunty tower, a crooked tower perched atop it, surrounded by cloud-like twinkling cosmic dust. Through his spyglass, Krux examines the rock upon which the tower stands and the decrepit wooden pier that juts from one side of it, and bellows, "Mr. Flinch, ready the jolly." And Mr. Flinch heads to the side of the ship and starts winching a boat over the side, a small rowboat that you can see the words "Big Bluster" painted on the back of. "All aboard," says Krux as he proudly stands at the bow of the ship.
I shall make on.
You all get aboard the ship, and as Mr. Flinch starts rowing, he sort of gestures that there are other oars if other people would like to help him row the big heavy boat.
Ooh, I would like to
No,
try.
you're alright!
I would like to try. Yeah, I'll lend a hand.
Krux stands proudly at the back of the ship, 1 foot up on a step on one of the benches, pointing at the small wooden jetty as if the dock location was not obvious. Scores of pelicans, mollymocks, and other smaller birds nestling in the asteroid squawk as you approach the rickety dock. At the end of the dock, 2 grey shark-like creatures fight over the remains of a pelican. A woman with frayed robes and bare feet sits in a rocking chair at the base of the tower, watching this fracas, her face half hidden by a wide-brimmed hat with a blue jay perched on it. As she sees you approach...
Is she playing a banjo? Is she playing a banjo?
As she sees you approach, she leaps to her feet, brandishes a staff, and snarls, "Go on, get!" and shoots a fiery ray from the staff that frightens away the shark-like creatures.
You kids, get off my lawn!
Get off my lawn!
We don't get many strangers around here. Ding, 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 ding.
And between the efforts of Mr. Flinch and Delilah and, I'm going to say, Thaydark lent a hand.
Thaydark probably did.
And Zek possibly was able to lend several hands to an oar.
Yep.
You pull up to this dock, and let me just ensure that you are all placed on the map. Alongside Krux. There we go. And you are now at Topolah's tower.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Everyone's
Hello?
like,
Black and white.
yeah, and three of the and like the rest of the characters are like kind of, well, I don't know.
Hypnoball things.
Hypnoballs.
Hypnoballs.
Do you have dark vision? Because it's dark in space.
I do not have a darky vision.
Yeah.
Dark in space.
Topolah, as she approaches, let me get her to have a light, because she will have a light.
Whether she likes it or not.
It will be a sunburst. There we go.
Oh boy.
Beautiful. Someone turn the lights on.
This aged woman, difficult to tell. Let me see if I've got a description of her. Difficult to tell her age. She has frayed wizard's robes and a pointed wizard hat with a blue jay perched atop it. Although the blue jay is starting to be a little bit shaken around as she sort of gets up and starts running over towards the dock. Do my eyes deceive me, or is that... Commodore Krux? You're running with a new crew, I see. She says as she approaches the tower, definitely in an old woman's voice.
Yeah, not just
Crux's voice. I'm great at voices, guys. Have we mentioned this?
Are you sure about that?
Great quality for a DM.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, everyone knows how great John is with his meandering the world voice.
Who
Really, John?
Who are all of you? It's wonderful to see people. It does get so lonely out here.
Yes, I don't imagine you get many visitors.
It's just me and all the Orwicks. Yes. Do come inside. Let me show you round.
Much appreciated. I'm Zach.
We would, but we find ourselves unable to move currently.
Let me unfreeze
Some
time.
strange force.
Come this way. And she goes over to the tower and opens the door.
I didn't mean to press the buttons, but I press buttons I did not wish to press today.
It's too late. You push the buttons now.
Ah!
There's no saving buttons.
Ooh.
4.
Oh, this is the dream, guys.
Lady D is in like, oh, this is so wonderful. Oh, this is so pretty.
Let me bring over the other 2 real quick.
Makes space. No.
Ah!
Never mind. No.
Fiora and Commodore Krux do that sort of weird dance where they're both trying to get out of each other's way at the same time.
Like, no, you first. No, you first. No, I insist.
What?
4 ring-shaped garden terraces line the walls of this cylindrical chamber. The gardens are vertically spaced every 10 feet, brimming with luscious fruit and vegetables and golden wheat. 4 mechanical gnomes wearing harnesses tend to the plants. The harnesses are attached to ropes that loop around pulleys affixed to the ceilings, enabling the gnomes to hoist themselves into the air and move from one plot to another. Most of my sustenance comes from these gardens, says Topolah. I get...
Beautiful setup you have here.
Thank you.
Most resourceful.
This is absolutely wonderful.
I get regular deliveries.
Why don't you just have stairs?
Why would I have stairs?
So you don't have to use pulleys to pull up gnomes?
The Orwicks are quite fine with the procedure.
Seems stupid to me.
Everything seems stupid to you.
That's because you're stupid. What am I going to...
Where would I fit the stairs in here, anyway?
Or ladders?
I do not believe they are dexterous enough for ladders. Orwicks 1,
Ladders are
3,
quite,
6, and 8 are perfectly fine with their rope pulley harnesses.
What happened to the other numbers?
They're upstairs.
Ah, I thought they died horribly.
Ignore him.
In some sort of horrific falling accident.
No, they are perfectly fine.
Do any of these gnomes have dents in them?
Not that you can see.
Uh,
Lady D's just gonna come over here and she's just gonna look at this pelican up here. Like, oh, this is wonderful. Like it scares me, that did.
Careful, Lady D.
Roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Topolah looks to Zek and Lady D and just... I get regular deliveries of fresh soil from Dowa merchants, and they get homegrown food and bird eggs in return. I do have so many bird eggs.
I can imagine.
That sounds like a decent trade all the same.
Anyway, upstairs is... just over here, I say stairs. The next floor up, just...
Yes, you haven't got any stairs.
Just over here, and she goes over, and there is a platform with a rope pulley system attached to it. You just grab the rope, and you say, up. And suddenly the rope starts moving, and she's just whisked upstairs through a hole in the ground.
Oh.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeet. And we're in the dark again.
She took the light with her.
Oh gosh.
You
Let
did.
me
Where are we going?
let me amend that 1 second. Boop. Oh god, this makes it difficult. I think it's over
Where
here.
are we off to?
Oh, overshot.
Oh gosh.
You've
Take me back.
fallen out of the world.
Ah! We fell into
Bandage.
space, and then we got better.
Dear God, that was scary.
This floor houses a modest kitchen where you can see 2 mechanical gnomes are currently preparing dinner. Furnishings include an unmade bed, a wardrobe topped with birds' nests, and a bookshelf packed with astrological texts and more birds' nests.
I think my token's broken.
Your token's broken.
That rhymes.
I can't select it and I can't move it. And more importantly, there's 2 of them.
Oh,
Oh god, there's 2 of him.
that is a situation. If
Like one's kind of ghostly and the other one's fine. It's
what
I'm only seeing
there's
one.
there's like one here and one here.
Okay, I'm just going to delete
I'm
you
next
and bring
week.
you back again.
No, no.
Oop. Can you move now?
No, 2 of them still there. I'm just gonna log out and log back in. and see
Reload
if
the
that
page.
helps.
Reload the page. I'm going to keep reading the
For a
box
brief
text.
moment, Rebirth feels like he's fallen out of the universe.
Topolah continues. These are my living quarters, where I read my books and take my meals. My autognomes, these are Alwicks 2 and 4, have no shortage of recipes. Today's repast is a deep-fried night skaver steak with a lunar bechamel.
Very fancy.
Nice.
The gnomes do not look up, and they continue chopping. You see that much like the 4 gnomes that were downstairs, these gnomes both look the same as well.
How do you tell them apart?
You get used to them in time.
It's their butts. Every one of them has a unique butt.
Ah,
Yes.
you've spotted the secret.
Yeah.
Now, before we get on to, presumably, the... as nice as it would be to think this was a social visit, I assume you have some business. Before we get on to the business, there is still one more floor to show you. And she walks over, grabs the rope, says, up, and is whisked up again, and I assume the rest of you follow.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I guess
Beam
we're
me
in
up,
here.
Scotty.
Woo!
And this is my murder floor. No.
This is where I kill all of you.
This is the floor that eats people.
2 minutes.
It's infested with mimics.
2 further mechanical gnomes are using rags to polish a 10-foot-long copper telescope in the centre of this chamber. Dozens of star maps lie atop tables that are also littered with sketches of planets and otherworldly landscapes. And this, remarks Topolah proudly, is my observatory. I acquired my autognomes from the same fellow who sold me this telescope, which allows me to spy on all the worlds in this system and gaze at stars in other systems too.
Ooh.
She walks across the room and touches a wall, whereupon a tall opening appears in front of the telescope. Would you care to take a look?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, very much so.
Go.
Lady D,
Yes.
we will start with you, because you
Yeah.
said so first. You look through the telescope, and as you look through the telescope, the first world that you see, the telescope was pointed firmly at Peril, your home planet. You can see the crystalline vines engulfing the planet, even from here.
No. Lady D feels like starting to become like quite sad about it. It's our home. I'm like she'll just
What's
like,
our
really...
home?
Toril.
Not my home.
It looks really bad. Oh,
Yes, I've been watching it for a few days now.
it's so sad.
Has much changed in the last couple of days?
The vines seem to be growing, but they seem to have slowed at the moment. I don't know what it means.
Have you seen this elsewhere before? Spotted it anywhere else in the system?
I have not.
Okay. Hard to know how it will progress then. I can't imagine it's good.
No. So, what brings you to my tower?
I believe we're in need of a map of Doomspace.
Ah.
And we have it on good authority that you are the person we need to talk to about that.
Normally...
I've been told I should do it late. Points at Krux.
I'm reluctant to say I don't have a map of Doomspace per se.
Per se?
I do have a wild space orrery. And she goes over and goes over to one of the tables and pulls out a orrery, a brass contraption that shows the distance between the sun and the various stars.
Does it look to Zek like it would work for what we need?
I mean, this gizmo shows where you are in relation to the planets and moons and sun in a wild space sector, but you must be in wild space to use it. To get to another system, first you need to enter the astral sea, which will take you wherever you want to go. Once you reach your destination, you'll be able to use the orrery to get your bearings.
That sounds quite simple enough, right?
However, I can't just... I need to ask you for something in return. A void scaver has been prowling around my tower.
What's that?
You saw some scavers when you first arrived. They are the shark-like creatures that were at the end of the dock. I frightened them off with a little... But this void scaver, I call her Big Mama, because she's enormous.
Fucking huge, she is. Oh, God.
I'm surprised you didn't see her when you arrived, but then she can be hard to see except for her single red eye. I'll give you the orrery if you slay Big Mama for me. Do you promise to do
Suppose
this?
they have little choice in the matter.
Don't see why not. This is a... I think we can do it.
I have every faith that you and Krux, you wouldn't be travelling together if you weren't capable.
We'll look to Krux to see what his response is.
Yes, we are quite capable of such a task. And he starts loading his blunderbuss.
I mean, he's keen.
Yes, we are quite capable of this. Do not worry. Scavers are potentially a little bit of trouble, but as she says, we are quite capable.
And I suppose that's decided.
Where is it then?
Well, it'll be somewhere nearby. Here, take the orrery. Return to your ship. I'm sure you'll see it from there.
Okay, very well.
Going to need mate. Looks at Thadark.
Nah.
Thadark
Stands at a T-post. Uninterrupted.
Thadark looks around and narrows his eyes. Also, I've just noticed that Tanny sent just the block capitals highlighted message. Hydrate!
Hydrate.
You can't help me.
Unless there's anything else we need to know, I suppose we get going.
Indeed.
Yes, Yes, I'll lead you out. And she walks back over towards the lift, grips the rope, and just says, "Down, down." And the rope... And she very rapidly descends, and I'm going to assume that you do the same, so I'm just going to move you all together for a second and make sure that I've grabbed everybody.
I assume Zek is able to use it without being able to say down.
Yes.
She can think it.
It's a magical item, so it works.
You do things.
It do.
You do the do.
It do.
It's not the cheap knockoff version.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Do 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 do. Ooh, shiver.
Well, I don't think I noticed the completely splatted bird right here.
Yep. Bird splat.
You return to the jolly ship.
Absorbs the bird as he goes.
Just run into a wall. Door.
You can do it,
open.
Zek.
There we go. Who shut the door?
Sean.
And
Nailed it.
just gonna line you all up in a boat fashion.
Boat, boat.
A vague boat shape.
And by vague boat shape, I mean like this.
That's exactly what a boat looks like.
Yes, precisely.
Yep.
Is everybody happy with this formation of boat?
You.
Yes,
Sure.
I would get that.
I don't know how otherwise we do formation of boat.
I mean, you could swap places with anyone else.
I guess we boat.
Boat.
We boating, guys.
You start
boating.
rowing.
And you roll in. They bowled in.
You start rowing the boat back again. And it is about here that I'm going to ask everybody for a perception check, please.
Perception
Ooh.
music.
Actually, I think... Can I do this?
No,
Can I? I can. I'm going to do that. Roll me a perception check.
Oh.
I got
Have
a
any
blue.
advantage?
If I'm very proficient in perception, is that advantage or is it just
No.
normal?
I did great.
Fine.
I did so good.
I did poorly.
Oh, I didn't do it on the thing. Does that still count?
I'll count that.
Oh,
Alright, sorry.
there you go.
It's just the difference between clicking the dice on the chat message.
Okay. Thadark and Fiora. You both see the thing.
Daddy.
I see a thing, everyone.
Thing? Please point out the thing.
It
Apparently I'm incapable.
is doing things somewhere on this map.
Space shark.
As the jolly boat approaches the second wind, you're about 40 feet away from the dock you're about 50 feet away from the second wind.
Pretty good, yeah.
Oh, he's right. It's 40 feet.
Yeah.
As you approach the second wind, an enormous jet black behemoth glides out of the darkness and cosmic dust. A red glowing eye brightly illuminates the front of this creature's face. Its jaws open wide. Long, stringy strands of saliva break off into weightless globs as the ravenous creature descends from above.
Ew.
That's the thing.
Why
Oh.
does that look like Oh god.
It
Looks like a really gross snapping turtle.
It looks like a large, pitch-dark shark.
I don't feel comfortable. This is making me feel full of fear again of sharks.
I'd go more barracuda personally, but that's what the description is. So there.
Either way.
I'm going to say, roll me initiative. Everybody
Oh, God,
but
I quit.
Thaydark and Fiora are surprised by this.
I'm surprised by the fact I have to roll initiative.
Uh,
It shocks me every time.
This means you are surprised for the first turn, and
Are
you
you fucking
do
kidding
not get
me?
to act.
Brady D, what is up with you today, my lovely? Oh,
Oh, Lady Lee.
oh,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
it.
No, that ain't it, girl. That ain't it.
I need to go on to dice. I need to go on the dice thingy because my dice look weird now. All of a sudden.
So, just before I start the battle music, I need to read a little bit of the rulesy text to you. A character, on their turn, can use an action and a pair of oars to row the boat 10 feet horizontally in any direction.
Okay.
That's largely the rules text that is different. If you wish to, you can, as an action, move everybody 10 feet along basically the gravity plane that you are on. So you can't go up
Yeah.
and down, but you can go forward, backwards, left and right.
Cool.
Big Mama is swimming through space and is able to travel in any which way that they like.
What an ass.
How am I supposed to do anything here without any ranged weapons?
You can move everybody else.
or spell. Okay, I guess I'm designated driver. Everybody.
Gleeblax is surprised this turn. Fiora.
All right, everyone. Where do we want to go?
Towards the
Into
boat.
Towards. All
So
right.
the
ship.
second
Towards the
wind
ship.
is 50 feet this way.
All right. Okay. Well, let's go that way.
So you are taking everybody 10 feet this way.
Oh, I now also have two.
Yeah, that's perfectly
tokens with
normal.
Me. Okay, that's fine.
Any bonus actions you want to take on your turn? Any...
Oh god, is there anything I can do right now? Let's see.
I don't know.
I
You can try and hide, I think. I don't know how
I don't
useful
know.
it will be.
don't know if that's going to do us any good. I think I'll just end my turn.
Okay.
Just cower in the bottom of the boat.
Thaydark is going to Thaydark.
Yep.
Thaydark be
Go do
Thaydarking.
Thaydark things. You know, those famous things that...
He is
Thaydark
gonna
things.
longbow +1 this thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I realise I'm private GM rolling things.
You are. We don't know anything.
Share with the rest of the class now, John.
He rolled a 30.
Freaking
So
hell.
that hits.
Good. That would
Plus-
be
plus the
concerning if
sluts.
we didn't.
His initial attack deals 9 points of damage, and then I need to remember all of the benefits that he adds to things. It is just his Swarm Keeper thing. 1d6 of damage from that.
They see me rolling. They hate him.
Okay. He is gonna do that again. Because he can do that twice.
Plus he's OP.
something So dude. Like a dude, bro.
That just hits. The first shot strikes square between the eyes. The second one goes a little bit wide, but just skims in and deals a bit of damage as well. That is that much plus the d6. Zek is surprised.
Make ready. Your turn. It is yours.
So it is now.
Son Ram.
Big mama.
It is now Big Mama's turn, and Big Mama is going to move 40 feet towards you.
Ah!
Lord, she quit.
Oh god. So how far away is the ship again? Is it like off? Do I just go, like,
So
off the
it
map?
is. It was 50 feet. You've moved 10 feet closer to it, so you are 40 feet away from it.
40 feet. Okay.
As it gets to here, it is going to use a bonus action. It is going to look at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going to look at Thaydark, and just a beam of light shoots out of its eye
Next fucking excuse me.
Oh, good grief.
at Thaydark. And Thaydark screams in horror.
Oh,
And-
God, no.
Gently poos it.
Very gently
Is
shits
that-
himself.
Is it even possible to gently poop yourself?
He does it. He's that scared.
Oh god.
The Big Mama is going to keep on coming.
I'd
no,
really
it's
rather
not-
she didn't. I'd really rather she didn't, thanks.
And she is going to reach out and bite into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lady Delilah.
You mother... Swallowing bite? What the fuck?
That is a 26 to hit.
ooh.
That fucking hits, sir.
You take
Oh,
Oh,
good grief.
God.
Oh, John.
52 points of
hell.
damage.
Huh?
Oh my god. Do I have to...
Bruh.
I've got to roll the saving
And
throw,
could you
man.
make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
That's
That's a lot of damage.
13.
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
John.
Yeah, you're telling me, oh dear, John? You're telling me?
John.
Lady Delilah,
So,
you see the
so
the jaws clamp down around Lady D, and suddenly there is a gap in the ship. Lady D
Excuse me?
disappears inside the shark. Lady D, you are blinded and restrained. And you will take damage later.
Tanny, the next character you have.
You got someone else lined up.
Not fully ready!
If that had bitten me, I'd have been gone in one.
Same.
Gleeblax.
Right.
And that wasn't even a particularly good roll.
Row your boat gently the fuck away.
I mean, I don't think there's any way I can really get it to spit her out, is there? I think we just need to get to the ship and
Get to the
beat
ship
the
and
ever-loving
beat
shit
it.
out of it. Like,
The
because
fuck, John?
I can't do anything to get her out of there now. Can I? I don't think.
I don't believe so. You can...
So,
If you kill it, it might be less willing to bite things.
I find it highly unlikely that I can kill it right now.
Given the damage. that it
Grab an
did.
oar and row, goo man. Grab an oar and row.
I wish to grab an oar, grab 2 oars, in fact, and
Can we like
fashion them
turbo boost
into
this thing?
a propeller, and wrap my arms around each other, and be like, oh, those like Mississippi boats. Just,
Can we use they dog as an oar, please?
yeah.
That's like extra boost.
Either way, I'm rowing. I'm rowing.
I'm just gonna say this in my Instagram. That feeling when your character gets found by a giant space shark.
Fiora.
I don't like this space shark. I'm rowing. Row, man. Row.
So you are now 30 feet. So you're 20 feet away from the from your ship. Thaydark is gonna keep firing his... I mean, laser. He'd love a laser. That hits. Gotta remember to add the extra damage thing and double check. Does he have another extra damage thing? Oh no, that's normally Hail of Thorns, which would be a bad idea right now.
It's too late. She's already dead. Go for it.
That is 15 points of damage to it. And then I closed his
miserably
character
upsetting.
sheet. That is another shot.
I bet by the end of this we're all in its stomach.
Well, we've only got 20 feet to go.
That is good.
Is that actually good?
I mean, it dealt a lot of damage.
Okay.
Zek.
That's all we can ask for at this point.
Am I right in thinking that an ice knife will, when it explodes, probably damage Lady D as well?
There is enough of this creature that you could place it in such a way that it does not.
Because that's my initial thought. My other thought... What's the deal on... How fast did it move
40 feet.
previous turn?
It will immediately catch up to us.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not thinking us get in front of it. I'm wondering whether I can smack a healing spirit inside of it.
Oh god, the server's gone away.
Connection lost.
Lady D.
It's gonna pop off for a second. We're gonna have to just reconnect. Bear with us.
Popping off, boys.
I don't know why it can't handle it for tonight. It's literally Monday nights it has this problem. Sundays I can keep this server on all day. Mondays,
Really
just
weird.
every so often it goes, nope.
Happy Monday.
Is it them running maintenance on it or something, maybe?
No, because it doesn't stop. It just disconnects at random.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
That's
really
strange.
trying to wobbly right now. There we go.
I'm attempting to load.
Logging in.
Yep. Back in. We're 20 feet, aren't we?
You are 20 feet away from your
Yep.
second wind.
The only other thing I can think that I've got is I have blind or deafen a foe.
Okay.
And I'm really tempted to give it a shot, because if it can't see where we are, maybe it will be less likely to try and grab another person.
If it's blind, it will at least have disadvantage, probably.
Yeah, let's give that a shot.
Unless it doesn't rely on sight, but we don't know. So
It's got one big eye, hasn't it?
It does have one big
That was the
glowing eye,
description.
yes.
Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna attempt to blind it. Why not?
Okay.
Let's do. Did we have a long rest in between now and then?
Good question.
Because between
between-
now and last, when was the last time we had a long rest? We haven't, have we?
No.
we haven't had one since before.
Okay. Well, we're cracking out a third level then, because I'm out of seconds.
Oh, hell!
Pray. Pray. Pray, 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 pray. I want it to be blind.
Bad news.
Nope.
Damn it.
It is not blind.
That's the end of my turn.
It is your turn.
Da-dum. Da-dum.
Tanny.
Da-dum.
Despair noises.
At the top of its turn,
It nobbles you some more.
you take 11 more points of damage
No! I cannot!
from the digestive juices.
I have 2 hit points left, people! 2 hit points left!
And
Well, we should have thought about that not being so delicious.
Leave it alone! God, if my character fucking dies.
it's just going to follow closely.
Dum, 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 dum.
And we're going to see if this works. It does.
Oh, it's got Ray of Fear back.
My people.
It shoots at Krux with the Ray of Fear. And Krux is also scared.
Feel smelling definitely poopy in here now.
And it being Crux's turn, looking behind him, giant shark thing with Lady D's legs sticking out of its mouth. He
He fires blindly.
he rows
in
that
fear.
boat real fast. You are 10 feet away.
For the love of God, get us on the boat.
Lady D,
What?
it's your turn.
I'm gonna rage.
What other option
I'm
does she
gonna
have?
want a fucking rage.
Okay.
Where's my rage thing?
I need to get up the rules for your raging.
Oh no, that's not the one. I want the wage. I want this wage. I want D8, don't I? D8.
1d8,
roll.
please.
What's the number 1?
Please let that be a good one.
Oh no.
Oh, It's pretty good. Roll me a d12.
Give me a high number,
I
fuck's sake.
am rocking
That's
back and
not
forth on my chair right now. I'm so nervous.
As you look back at the shark's mouth, there is a poof explosion as shadowy tendrils lash out from the shark's mouth and strike into it. It takes 8 points of damage. And Lady D, you heal 8 points.
Ooh.
Apply healing.
Yeah, make sure you apply that the right way round.
Okay. You said I'm still constrained.
You are still restrained, you are still blind, but you're inside it.
My question is, should I start bashing about
Better
with
than
my
nothing.
great axe, or try and open the fucking way?
What's your choice?
It's up to you.
I think I'm gonna start.
You can either bash about, try and get out of its mouth, or go through it and out the other.
That's
I mean, if you have a sharp implement, might as well start some internal bleeding.
that's a slower process.
Yeah. Let's do some internal pleading.
Okay, you
Great axe it.
are at disadvantage for this attack.
Okay.
You can recklessly attack.
Shit, yeah, I can, can't I?
That will bring you up to a
But-
straight roll against it.
Go. 16.
That will hit.
Yes.
Let's go,
Alright.
lady.
Damage plus 2. Normal.
Ah!
It's something.
I can go again, can't I?
You can. You get 2 attacks a turn, every turn.
Right. And it'll still be normal, or should it be
It'll still be
disadvantage?
normal. Your reckless attacks are against every attack you make that turn.
12.
However, you just find it's just too difficult to whip around the great axe in the gullet of this creature, and you can't quite dig it in.
Alright. Though, I'm going to use... Oh shit, I could have done this way before I was going to plan on doing... I forgot about to do Astral Spark.
Okay.
Right. But I've already hit something, so...
You've hit, so
I might as
roll
well
me the
just,
damage.
that would be a plus. I think it just says a +3. It doesn't tell me like more information.
Does it just say +3? Let me have a quick look.
Once per turn, when you hit a target with a magical weapon, you can cause the attack to take an additional +3.
Oh,
Force
yeah.
damage. Cool.
So that's 3 more damage.
Okay, and then. Okay.
Oh, and does that include your rage damage as well?
I've already.
You already put the +2 in.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yep, that should be it.
Okay. Gleeblax.
It's me!
Little old you.
It's me! It's
Oh,
me!
I will also unpause the game. Not that it matters greatly, because I was controlling everybody's tokens.
You
What would you like to do, Gleeblax?
I'm gonna keep rowing, because Delilah's already dead.
You row and you reach the boat.
Finally.
And as you reach the boat, I'm going to add an NPC. Do I have a vehicle for the boat? I do have a vehicle for the boat. I don't know if this is going to work. That is not the right scale.
That's not right.
Ah, I'm going to add the boat here. Just to be a thing to mark on the map when it goes.
It's just really
I
far
can't
beneath
even
us.
say because I'm blind.
It's a very small copy of your boat.
It's the same length as the current boat we're on.
Okay, the boat did not roll a great initiative score. That's fine. Gleeblax, your action is to row the boat ashore.
Yes.
What would you like to do with your movement, bonus actions, anything else?
Clamber onto boat, fucking man whatever weaponry I can as soon as I can.
You leap aboard the boat, you run towards one of the balusters, you swing it round, you get it ready.
Yep.
Fiora.
I guess I will load the ballista.
Okay. Thaydark is going to keep up doing what he was doing, and I realised last turn he should have been scared, and therefore at disadvantage.
Shh, we won't mention that.
And for that, he's going to miss this one, but hits this time, so all in all, not too bad. That D6 has landed on its side. Zek.
Make ready. Your turn comes.
Oh, decisions, John, decisions. How many turns did it take to fire the ballista?
It is 3 actions. One to aim, one to load, and one to fire it. So you've got 1 action on the ballista at the moment.
Yep, so I am going to hop aboard. I'm going to move myself over here so it looks like I'm aboard. On the tiny ship. And yeah, so I'm going to do whatever the next step on the ballista is.
You grab the ballista, you aim it. Fiora has loaded into it, and whoever takes the next turn, if they wish to, can fire it.
So what did Gleeblax do?
I just got on.
He got you to the boat.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, you just got to it. I see.
It is your
Cool.
turn.
Tanny, at the top of your turn, you take 13 points of damage.
Oh, I'm down. Oh wait. Can I have it?
Tiny damage.
It is
What kind of
acid damage. So,
No.
no, unfortunately.
God
She's
damn
down.
it.
She's legit down in there now.
I told you she's already dead.
I'm already making a fucking character sheet.
uh,
No, I can't do it.
Gleeblax.
Alright.
Make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
No, no plans yet.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Moving on with our lives. Wisdom. Where are you? Wisdom. Saving throw. Normal.
The beam of energy from the shark's face or the barracuda's face strikes into you, but you are Gleeblax. You know very little fear.
I extrude a pseudopod out of my face, which I form into a middle finger.
Nice. As you do often.
It's your turn.
Yeah.
Krux is gonna, having loaded... what does this do?
What does this button do?
Ah, that. What does this do? Ah,
Oh my
that.
god, there's so
What
much
does this button
fire!
do?
Krux aims down the musket that they loaded, fires, but with disadvantage because he's still scared. Shot, fires, goes wide. He very quickly reloads using his amazing talent at musketing. Fires a second time. Shot goes wide the other side.
One day we'll see him hit something.
He's hit a few things.
Man.
Not often while drunk or scared. However, I believe... do they get it at the end of their turns? Target must succeed. Oh, for Thaydark is not scared any longer.
Yay!
And Krux will also no longer be scared next turn.
Also, yay!
So I'm just going to clear that off.
It's your turn.
On the second wind's turn, where is my rules for this? Because I have a thing that it can do.
It's the rule of insta-kill horrible space shark.
I need the rules for a treant.
Oh yeah, tree friend.
Did True Friend have a name again?
Starbow.
Starbow. What a great name. You go, Starbow.
Starbow reaches down and grabs one of the mangonel balls and hurls it at the at Big Mama.
Yeet. Well,
And it goes wide.
No.
It's then Lady D's turn, but Lady D has BRB'd and is unconscious. So we'll get back to that in a moment. Gleeblax.
so the ballista I'm on has been loaded.
Loaded and aimed.
That's it. Loaded. So I'm going to try and fire it.
Excellent. I need to get the stats for that.
Good, because I can't remember.
Do I have them written here? No. That would be helpful of me.
Please hold while we look for the rules of a ballista.
Give me the Spelljamming Adventures in Space. Living Ship. And then when all the pictures have finished loading, Living Ship. So it is a +6, so 1d20 plus 6.
+6. Wang. 13. That's not gonna be enough.
That goes wide, unfortunately.
Okay. I kick the ballista.
Fiora.
Right. Where are we with the current blister situation?
It has just been unloaded, so it needs to be loaded, aimed, and fired again.
I guess I shall load it again.
Thaydark will aim it. Runs over and aims it.
You are next.
Zek.
I don't know, John.
You've got a ballista loaded and aimed.
Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna fire it.
That is 1d20 plus 6, please.
On D20 plus 6. If I type it like that, does that work?
Well, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Roll me 3d10 plus 30, please.
3d10 plus 30.
39.
Would you like to know how many hit points it has left?
Preferably
39.
none.
As you fire the ballista, it had 39 hit points left.
Oh, thank God.
You fire the ballista, and momentum carries the dying Big Mama to your ship, where it and its mouth hangs open
Can I... That was an action, wasn't it?
That was an action.
Is it going to be an action to pull Lady D out?
It is going to be an action to pull Lady D out.
Can I... Just wondering whether I do a healing spirit and sit it with her. So that at least she's not making death saves. Although she'd die... What's the deal if you go unconscious, come back to 1 hit point, go
Resets.
unconscious again?
Uh,
I mean, it might not be a bad shout then.
so bad
Either
news.
healing spirit or healing word would be.
Healing spirit,
bad
you
news.
need to see the creature.
I can see the feet, can't I?
Not quite.
Bonus action.
And healing word you need
Yeah.
to see as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
They just
then no.
appear, technically.
That's
Leave it
my
in
turn
ears.
over then.
It's your turn.
Tanny, could you make me a death saving throw, please?
I don't wanna.
Wait.
How do I make a death saving throw on this bloody thing? How do I?
I think it's at the top somewhere, isn't it?
Is there's this? Should I press the skull button?
Press the skull.
Normal. Oh fucking shit! Don't get a fucking.
So, as the shark lands on the deck of the ship, deceased,
Wait.
the ballista bolt sticking out of its one glowing eye that very rapidly fades, Lady D flops out of the mouth, alive,
Oh my god.
Barely.
with 1 hit point.
Oh. That was incredibly upsetting. Let's never do that again.
I was like complimenting, just thinking like, okay, what character should I play next?
Rick Blacks has completely ignored us and started lashing the thing to the deck so it doesn't fall off or anything because food.
Lady D is just gonna lay there and probably knocked out completely.
Rick Black steps over her to keep lighting it.
Oh, baby!
Who has the potions?
I think
No,
I got some
okay.
on me.
Okay.
Someone bought all the potions at the shop.
That was me, I think it
Oh,
was.
okay. Well, there we
Yeah,
go.
I've got about 2, I think, on me, and I like used up all. Yeah, I've got 2 potions of healings on me. I spent loads of money on it.
Let's not do that again, shall we?
You may
Let's
want
not
to
say we did.
search me because I think Lady is like completely knocked out at this point. Help me!
As you
Uh,
regain your senses after this fight,
I'm going to use 1 potion of healing.
you look back to the dock and you see Topolah runs down the dock and watching as the void scarver crashes into your ship. She leaps from the end of the dock and mystically takes flight across the gap, across the void between her tower and your ship, coming to land on the deck. I'm so sorry. I just realized I might be able to introduce you to a potential ally.
I mean, do you have a place for us to rest before?
I think our
Before
friend
we leave-
needs some TLC over here.
I mean, you'll have time to rest while we get there.
I thought I was gonna go.
We're just like
If you move out the way, I'm throwing a
like
lash
it's
to the
okay,
deck.
everything's okay.
Just kind of nudges Lady D out the way as he's still trying to secure.
You know what? Lady is going to attempt to grab Gleeblax and hug him. Like, I appreciate you all, my friends. Like, trying to attempt to hug him.
Does she pull off the grapple?
Yeah.
Does
Do you wanna try-
Gleeblax resist being pulled into a hug?
Yes, yes, he does. Yes,
What do I
he
roll?
does.
1
do you roll?
second. You make a athletics check opposed by Sean's acrobatics. Sean, as you are no doubt aware, you are at advantage for this roll.
I am.
So am I.
Oh, you're still raging
Yeah.
at this point.
I'm still raging at this point.
You go to hug Gleeblax, and as your arms close around him, he squelches through them.
Just keeps doing what he's doing, not phased.
Oh.
Is this a reluctant hug?
Oh, this is a completely avoided hug.
Oh.
Completely.
I've been
You can't
completely-
grab a
Damn it,
flashlight.
I've been Gleeblaxly denied.
You can't.
You've been
can't-
blocked.
You can't be. You can't be grabbing a plasmoid unless they want to be grabbed.
Do you know any better? She's just sad.
And Gleeblax doesn't care. No one cares. Gleeblax doesn't.
I can potentially introduce you to an ally.
I can show you the world.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Grimzod Garganhael.
What a name.
Isn't I?
He is a...
Bless you.
they are a pirate who has
As we all.
fought many battles against the Astral Elves. We had a bit of a tryst, but it never amounted to much and ended with a amicable breakup. He has a small fleet of ships nearby. Might be persuaded.
When you say nearby, what sort of distance?
It's a maybe a day's flight away.
Enough for a long rest, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
He
And what do we need to say to him to?
well, I'll come with you and introduce you to them.
Okay.
Alright.
He owes me a favor.
Good.
She looks over to you, Zek. Be with your friend. I will take spelljamming duties for now.
We'll look over at our friend just to confirm that he's happy with it.
Krux seems to be okay with this.
Okay. I'll yeah, keep an eye on Lady D.
It was in.
she heads down to the spelljamming helm, attunes to it, and the ship starts flying away. Is there anything you wish to discuss amongst yourselves during this trip?
We're just like traumatized, just sitting like just on the deck, like Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Can I use shape water to help Lady clean the acid off her?
Yes.
That is what I shall do then.
So are we having a long rest, or is that later?
You are able to take a long rest in this time.
Huzzah!
Oh,
I mean, I don't need it as much as others, but
Lady D
Levi's
fucking
going to
needs
start
it.
inexpertly cutting the scaver and butchering.
It recovers 60 hit points.
well, I'm getting outed just by recovering 2 hit points. Yeah, I really needed that long rest, guys.
Yeah, I really needed it. I'm just going to.
I think we all know why this is happening right now.
I'm just going to recover my hit dice, and that's it.
You can get Thadark then as well.
Thadark is also gonna really needs this with these 2 hit dice.
Yep.
2 hit points and 3 hit dice.
Yeah, so Zek will help Lady D scrub the acid off. She's basically just holding a glob of water for Lady D to, like, essentially wander in and out of.
Thank you, Zach.
Let's not do that again, shall we?
I'm just still giving Lady D all the just pats and hugs. Just like, it's okay, everything's okay.
It was horrible. I didn't expect this. Is this what it really is like out there?
I mean, on the plus side, she seemed to suggest that one was a particularly large one, so hopefully there's less of them out there.
Yeah, you survived the worst one. I don't know if you're being particularly helpful.
No.
Does anyone want the eye? It's been a bit damaged. Does anyone want it?
No, don't worry, bud.
I
That's
just
yours.
imagine Gleeback's like suspending it in his like head and then pretending it's his eye. Like, look at me.
How big is the eye compared to Gleeback's?
I mean, it would.
You can make his head big enough to accommodate
It would more than take up what is normally the size of his head. This is a giant shark.
Yeah.
I mean, is he looking like
So
Mike
basically, just
Wazowski
turned
at the
his head
moment?
red.
I mean, yes, if he did attempt that, he would be looking like a goopy Mike Wazowski.
Beautiful.
I love that image. Let's do it.
And it would keep it in his head, and it will slowly dissolve as he eats it.
Nice.
As
And he'll
you
continue butchering it unemotionally, not thinking about how it's traumatized Lady D.
as you travel across space once more, every so often, as you pass by the Spelljammer helm, you could just hear Topolah grumbling to herself about the lack of a battering ram on the second wind.
Battering ram's not a bad shout. I wonder whether we can find one somewhere.
When all of a sudden dead ahead, you see a cloud of debris that appears to be the drifting wreckage of several ships. Krux shouts, "To arms!" Peering through his spyglass, he adds, "Looks like 3 flying fish, 3 lampreys, 2 squid ships, and 2 star moths."
And a partridge, and a partridge.
Are they all disabled? Or some active?
They are all wreckage.
Okay.
Topolah heads topside. The flying fish, the lamprey, the squid ships. That's about half of Garganhale's fleet. But I don't see his flagship, the Last Breath.
What?
I suppose we hope it got away.
Well, we can either go straight through, or I suppose head around. Topolah,
Do we pass closely in case there's survivors?
set a course through. Topolah heads back below decks, plugs back into the helm, and the ship starts to cut a path through the wreckage.
As soon as we start moving again, I would like to take some time to start loading the ballistas. I don't know how many turns it would take, like how far you get with it.
Let me have a quick look.
But if I can get them ready, I want them ready. I want to be able to grab it and fire.
The ship has 1 ballista.
Yeah.
So you can spend you can definitely spend an action, unload it. You can't aim it because you don't know what to aim it at.
No,
But it is
just want it. Just want it as ready as I can logically get it.
It is one,
Is it just the one ballista we have?
just the one on this ship.
Just the one ballista.
Do we have any other weapons, or is it literally just the one?
Your tree friend has mangonels that they can fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
We'll mention to them to get them ready then.
Oh,
Tree
if
friend.
you insist. And it reaches
Thank you,
down
tree
and
friend.
scoops up a ball and starts sort of scanning the horizon.
I'm just not trusting that this isn't going to be some sort of ambush.
At about this point, as you are you're loading the ballista, a blood-red pirate flag snags onto the ballista
Oh.
and just flaps.
That isn't good.
I'm going to pull it out of the way and look at it. Is there any particular symbols on it other than just generic pirate that could tell me who?
No, just generic pirate flag. Skull and crossbones on a red flag.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't good. Definitely keep your wits about you. Make sure we're checking out all sides.
Keep an eye out.
Can I do a perception to see if I can spot any pirate ships in the vicinity?
Or should we all do a perception check?
Yeah. Let's do it.
You
Might be worth it.
you do remember that Topolah introduced Grimzod as being a pirate.
Yeah. True.
However, you can make me a perception check.
Yeah, don't want. My mom.
Perception.
That was a roller coaster of a ride there, dice.
Ah.
Perception.
Nailed
Nice
it!
Woo! Nice one.
Zek and Gleeblax, you look off the front of the ship and you can see that you're going to be passing very close to two human corpses that are just sort of floating in space.
Oh.
How far are we talking?
They're going to bump off the front of the ship unless you do something to avoid
right,
them.
okay. I mean, I was intending on trying to grab them and pull them aboard.
Yeah.
And devour their corpses.
Yeah. We'll reach
No.
out and grab one.
Loot their corpses and then eat them.
Oh, that's better.
I would like to grab one.
Okay. You both grab a corpse and pull it onto the deck. And there are no signs of life. Which makes
Is there any way of telling, like, how long ago?
Which makes it all the more shocking as you try to work out how long they have been dead. When they open their eyes.
Yeah, that's concerning.
The fuck?
My name is Dogiodali, says the first, and I am Vitalia Dagamore. We are pirates in Grimzod Garganhale's fleet.
And am I correct in thinking that you might not be living,
We might be...
but also kind of living?
We might be...
Zombies?
vampirates, yes.
Motherfucker!
Ah.
Well, thank God for that. I don't have any blood, so you can't eat me.
We are recently without a ship and eager to serve.
What on earth happened here?
The captain. They attacked a star moth a few months ago. Since then, the astral elves have been aggressively attacking his fleet. This time we were some of the unlucky ones that didn't make it.
Let's see. Are there survivors around, or is it just you two?
We are the only two that we have noticed. At this point, a small ball of light appears over the front of the ship, flies around the mast, and settles a few feet above the main deck, changing colours, blue to red to orange to green, as it hovers in place.
Turns to the two vampirates. And, does this mean anything to you?
It's a will-o-wisp. In a soft voice, the orb. Lost, are we? Maybe I can be of assistance.
That isn't creepy.
No, not
Where have you come from?
Where'd you go?
I was with the last breath. I stayed to feed on the life energy of the dying. But I can show you where they will gather.
When you say they, who?
The last breath. Garganhale's fleet.
So you can show us where they'll be.
Yes.
It's
Hard to read a ball of energy.
yeah. I'm still trying.
It's hard to read a ball of energy.
Still gonna try.
That's who you get.
And how would you know where they're gathering?
It is a common location. They have frequently gathered there after fights.
How many people died here?
Many star elves. I fed on such energy. It makes the sound of licking lips that don't exist with a tongue that doesn't exist.
With your ability to sense energy, I assume, are there any other living crew among the ships?
We sense no one. We should be underway. The meeting location is a day hence.
Do we need to loot anything from this ship? Or from these ships? She turns to the rest of the crew.
Is there anything of value we know to be on?
Anything here has been ruined.
Well, shit.
Well, fuck this place. Off we go.
Suppose we'd better make a move.
Yeah. Well, should we do these two?
I have no problem.
Just, is it okay for them to stay on the boat? I mean, I don't like the idea of them taking my blood.
Krux looks over. Destroy them. Throw them overboard.
We'll
No.
look to the other lady. Can't remember her name.
Topolah.
And you say, Topolah, do these look like crew that would have been on your friend's ship?
Roll me an insight check. She is proving difficult to read. They look like pirates. They could have been
I
among
say
his
we
crew.
keep them. They're our new friends.
Just don't let them. I don't want to be near them.
I'm
Don't go
inclined
near
to
them.
say we keep them with us, but we keep an eye on them. We keep watch. You know, just in case. 2 people with them at all times.
Okay.
Thaydark agrees.
I'm not really a fan of just casting people into space.
Fine, but they aren't working on the ship. They can stay in the brig.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
That's good.
To the brick, to the brick.
The following
to the
day,
brick.
and if you don't have all of your hit dice left, you can take another long rest.
That was
Strangely,
good.
I managed to lose half my hit points. Getting a
Oh,
paper.
screw it. I'm having a long rest anyway. I can't remember how I figure out how many hit dice I've got left. So, I just won't.
I think it says next to your rest thing.
Next to your hit.
Ah, yes.
Cards. There's how many
5
you've
of
got.
5.
The following day, you are caught in a cosmic storm. Lightning flashes through dense blue and purple clouds, illuminating the silhouette of a galleon with torn, flapping sails. Ghostly mariners stand on the deck and cling to the rigging, staring at you with unblinking eyes. The galleon's captain steps into view, a pallid, white-haired man with a barred metal mask covering the lower half of his face. His left hand detaches at the wrist and skitters up his arm to his shoulder and waves at you with its fingers.
Oh, it's thing.
Krux sneers at this sight and keeps one hand on his holstered pistol. Vampirates, he hisses. Here ends chapter 5.
Ooh. Oh, Zek will wave back with one hand. Specifically one hand. The other ones are staying ready.
Gleeblax will wave back with 3 hands.
Gleeblax has some concept of how many hands to have.
Maybe the line
It could be-
is like.
It could be worse. He could be like Ilulu from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and have just balls made up of thousands of tiny.
Oh, that is disturbing visions again.
Don't worry, I'll try and find a GIF for it. Hang on.
Oh.
He could have a hand where every finger is a hand.
Anyway, before we discuss any more of the things that Gleeblax could be that are disturbing, we're going to say thank you guys in the chat so much for watching. Thank you guys in the Discord for joining and playing. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys to know we go live, a completely free way that you can support us on the channel. It really does mean a lot to us. We also have a YouTube channel that you can head on over to see all of the replays of all of the games that we play. We have a Discord that you can join to catch all of the things that we talk about, including the disturbing gifs that Sean is no doubt looking for
He found them. He found them, and I hate
located
it.
for the hands.
Report
And we have a
message.
website, www.finalbossfight.co.uk, where you can go and find character profiles. You can see artwork of some of the characters. You'll also be able to find on there the ever-expanding FBF podcast network that now is from very soon going to start featuring the Council of Tamranor, which is our world-building streams where we discuss the building of a fresh fantasy world. So head on over to finalbossfight.co.uk for all of that good stuff. From there, you can find links to the Discord and you can find links to the YouTube channel. But we are now going to say these are the things that are coming up this week. And I'm going to look over at this screen to see them. Tomorrow night, myself and Sean will be back for the continued adventures of Aurelius and Roswin, as our adventure through Baldur's Gate hopefully means we will get to the Goblin Camp this time, because I...
You know what, John? I heard about this swamp we should go.
There's a Goblin Camp, and we're going to get there eventually. Sean and I will talk about where we're going before the stream tomorrow, and I will name it appropriately or not. We'll see.
Just name it. We're going somewhere.
Every single episode of the Adventures of Aurelius and Roswin are just...
Hello everybody, we're on our way. To where? We're not sure.
On Wednesday night, Angel is failing at Star Rail. And then later on the FBF channel, we are playing some more of FBF Craft V3. This week, I want to start building up some of the create machines because I want to get us a tree farm, because we're going to need a lot of wood and charcoal, at least to tide us over until we can make magma thing. As well as a kelp farm, because we're going to need kelp for belts. Mechanical belts, not belts to keep our trousers up.
Although if you use them as belts to keep trousers up, that's okay too.
And we might be joined for the first time by Ben. So actually, tomorrow night on Aurelius and Roswin's Adventures, we might be joined by Sir Drubels. And on Wednesday, we might be joined on FBF Craft by Ben. I know that he is looking at getting Minecraft on the PC soon so that he can have some fun with us with that. On Thursday, Angel is continuing to play Yakuza 0. On Sunday, Rime of the Frost Maiden continues as the group continue to try to find the lost spire of Netheril. And then Monday next week, Angel is going to be yelling at monsters in Genshin Impact, and I am going to be playing Marvel Midnight Suns as I continue to try and save the world.
Save the world.
Or continually throw Marvel superheroes into meat grinders in an attempt to save the world and watch in annoyance as they slowly die to Hydra. You know, one of those things. But for now,
One of those things.
we are going to do a raid. And that raid is going to be towards Ben the Quest Giver, who is playing Raft.
Ooh.
Ben is playing Raft at the moment with Lullaby Law, and I think it's probably Unis. I've forgotten his name. But with One Winged Angel's new streaming getup, head on over, give all three of them some love. I'm sure they've got ways for you to find each other from the stream. They are attempting to stream all at the same time. Go give Ben some love. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Bye, guys.
Bye.